What is leadership? Like just now, Nausheen told us, leadership is not about the role, it is about the goal. It is about becoming the kind of person who people voluntarily follow, whether or not you hold a title or a position. So it's about this transformative journey to transform limitations to possibilities. So well, let's start with our Forum 1, the topic being transformative leadership, redefining power and influence. We'll be discussing new role models of leadership that emphasizes collaboration, empathy, and inclusivity. The moderator for our session, may I please invite Dr. Naznen Maymoun. Dr. Naznen Maymoun, a proud and highly honored Emirati nurse, the first gold medalist in the field of nursing, winner of Sheikha Fatima bin Mubarak Award, and an international speaker and winner of several national awards, Dr. Naznen Maymoun is now the head of Technical Projects Department in the Preventive Medicine in Sharjah. Welcome, Doctor. I request Dr. Naznen Maymoun to be kindly seated. I would now like to call upon our speaker, Dr. Thoraya Al Awadhi. Dr. Thoraya Al Awadhi is a pioneering Emirati businesswoman and entrepreneur, known for her leadership in empowering women and fostering international business growth in the UAE. As the founder of Thoraya Al Awadhi Group of Companies, she has made significant contributions across industries such as exhibitions, healthcare, fashion, interior design, public relations, and real estate investments. I would now like to call speaker Aysha Al Naqbi. She is a certified Emirati life coach and strength trainer. Dedicated to empowering women through self-development and well-being, she has led workshops focusing on mental health, self-development and personal growth, helping women prioritize themselves and unlock their potential. I would now like to, with great pleasure, call speaker Maryam Saif Al Zaabi. Maryam Al Zaabi is a renowned advocate for health, empowerment, and community well-being. Frequently featured on UAE TV, she shares her journey and inspires others. As an active participant in local marathons, she promotes sport as an essential lifestyle choice. She is a well-known public speaker and an award-winning life mentor. Please welcome Maryam Saif Al Zaabi. She's one of my favorites, by the way. I think I have got the longest hug today from Maryam, and I shall remember it.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening, everyone present here. I'm very honored to be with leaders in the UAE. So first of all, I would like to thank Nausheen to give me this opportunity to be a moderator for esteemed women, Maryam, Aysha, and Dr. Thoraya. يعطيكم ألف عافية. So all of you are leaders in your own way. I would like to know what is your style of leadership and how did it evolve? We start from Dr. Thoraya.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My name is Thoraya Al Awadhi. I am a businesswoman from Dubai. I'm a mother of 7 children. And so I started business actually much later in life. Therefore, I encourage the woman that once you decide to get married and to have kids, you should raise them yourself. Do not depend on helpers and nannies and maids and all that stuff. Now, this thing, sometimes they ask me, they say, Thoraya, that means you are against women working? I said, no, I'm not against women working. However, if a woman, she loves her job, she can always be smart and she can give her children the right quality time. There are some women sitting at home and they are not taking care of their kids and they have nannies and so on. Anyway, because I don't want to make the story too long, but I come from a business family. My father was one of the very big business people in the 60s and so on. So I was raised in a house with, servants and all that stuff. So, lakin, we were raised by our mother, okay? And this is why all the values, all the knowledge, all the, respect, everything you learn from your parents.
And the confidence.
Yes, definitely. Yes. This is what we need now in our society, because also I got married very young. I went to United States and I studied there. I graduated from university. But for many years I didn't work. I always said, inshallah, once my kids are grown up, then I will start, working and so on. And like about 15, 16 years ago, I decided to be more serious in business. So I started my company, and now I am in real estate, and I'm in exhibitions and a socialite. And I focus a lot also on the women who are older, like in my age and all that, that once your kids are grown up, don't sit at home, do nothing. Just get involved in the society. And in my exhibition, I encourage a lot of women to come and show their product. And sometimes they say, okay, we are quite wealthy, we don't need the money. I said, fine, you do your, whether jalabiyat or whatever, join exhibition, make money, and give it to charity. There are a lot of people, they need, that kind of help and so on. But this is my story. Thank you.
Same question for my other friends here. Maryam, what is your leadership style and how did it transform to this?
Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to be here to present my simple leadership. Thank you, Noshin, for giving me this chance to share my humble story. Well, it's very simple. It's family-based. I come up from a very strong family-oriented, a family of 10 people, where since the 70s until today, 2025, we always have to have a meal time where all the participants at home have to be there. And we still speak like small kids. Like we tell stories and how did the day go and what is bothering us at work and how we can excel. And still, each sibling has a favorite one where he pushes you towards your best. I believe my family has made who I am today. I believe in woman loving herself. When you love yourself, it doesn't mean to be selfish. When you love yourself, you would take the best care of yourself in terms of psychologically, emotionally, physically, and that's why where I started my sport journey after facing a very serious disease. And then the doctor told me that I have to have a big operation, which for a lot of women, God forbidden, it means I'm not going to have any more kids. And luckily, I had a very loving parents, siblings, and a husband, where they helped me through this journey. And I decided not to ask, not to ask for a lot of help and feel pathetic. I started organizing myself. I started a sport journey where I run 5 o'clock in the morning.
We've seen that on your
Thank
post.
you. And then there were a lot of people in the community, locals, non-locals. We wake up by 4 and we go run by the Corniche. And then we come home. I do my job as a housewife, as a daughter, and as a mother. I dress my kids, prepare lunchbooks. I drop them to school. And then I go and work as an athlete and a media influencer. So it's all about prioritizing. And the things that goes on media, like love yourself, ignore your home, don't take care of your husband, give the kids to the maid. From my point of view, it's nonsense. Those are the people who's gonna always be there for you when you're sad, when you're happy, when you're joyful. Those are the one who's gonna stand by you no matter what. At your deepest point, they will always embrace you. So take care of those people who were with you through thick and thin, and don't forget them, and give them the enough of care and love. And my message in life is love. I usually solve every issue in my life with love, and it has worked for me. Thank you.
So what I am coming up with from inputs from two of my esteemed colleagues is they have a very traditional and family-based leadership style, which is working wonders for them. Don't you agree? Okay. Let's hear from our esteemed newer blood, Miss Aysha. Please, can I have your input?
Thank you so much, Dr. Naznen. First of all, thank you so much, Nosheen, for giving me the opportunity to be back to the Global Impact Conference. I'm not new, actually. I just disappeared for a couple of years, and I'm back again.
I meant younger.
Thank you. So, adding to both of my, I would say, sisters around me, and adding to what you have mentioned earlier, Nosheen, the leadership for me as a female, it's coming from different perspectives, but definitely it will start with you, with an insight.
Yes.
Being a female, I know all of us will agree that we need sometimes to prove ourselves beyond and above the expectation. And we have that guilt if we didn't make things perfectly. But it is not true. But being a leader is, I would say it briefly, it's talk the talk and walk the walk. Sure. Especially for our younger generations, kids, families, it's always to be a role model for them when you do the things as per your words. Do not do things differently. Do not advise them to do things in a positive way while you are not doing the same, because it is not giving the right impact. Being a leader with all the support that we get from our royal families, the government, it's really giving us the insight and the resources to be ourselves and to do the things that we love. But it is always, again, will start with you. If you need to take the chance in the right time, you definitely will do it without any hesitation. But you need to gather your weapons, I would say, and make the right decisions on the right time. Excellent. Without stopping yourself, because sometimes we are our enemies.
Yes, we are.
So
with the weapons part, you kind of drove me into my next question. Now, how do you deal with situations where you have other leaders who are from different backgrounds, from different nationalities, from different upbringings? How do you deal with such situations and such leaders?
Very good question. If you may allow me to
add. Please continue.
I have been working with the semi-government and private sectors for almost more than 15 years now. And I have been giving, I would say, the privilege to work with different nationality. It have groomed me a lot. But the first advice I will always say, accept the person in front of you. Understand from where they are coming. They are not you. They are not your culture. They are not your thoughts. And do not judge. Stop judge people, because it will take you to a different route.
That's so well put. Yes, she does deserve a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
So choose the right
judge.
words,
yes.
Explain your thoughts, and let others understand it for whom they are. And 100% you will reach to a win-win situation, and your ideas, your personality will be accepted. Clashing with others will not lead you anywhere.
Excellent. What about you, Dr. Thoraya? How do you manage with other leaders?
Habibti, yeah, I just wanted to mention something also. You know, we as a woman in the UAE society, يعني صراحة we have يعني the biggest support the Emirati woman got in order to become a success in the society is our leadership. Because
True.
after all, we are still a very conservative society. But because we have such a great leadership, and they are the one, the backbone of women, really. They are the one that pushing the woman to have a good education and to also take the good positions in the government roles and private sectors and so on. That's very important, really. Because otherwise, يعني, we will not have reached all these positions that we have. يعني, all of, honestly, starting, Allah yarhamah, Sheikh Zayed, he supported the woman, Sheikha Fatma, Allah يطول بعمرها, يعني, she always supported us till now. She's always, you know, behind the woman empowerment. And also, now our rulers, mashallah, they are always behind the woman empowerment in the UAE. And regarding your question, I think, see, because Dubai, actually, I come from Dubai. From the very young age, yani, we were very much exposed to different nationalities. Yani, my father, Allah yarhamah, was a big businessman. So we always had people from Europe, from America, from Arab world, but that's why, yani, Dubai is a very cosmopolitan city, yani, especially yani, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, I mean, more or less. But the thing is that we are used to having different nationalities and interacting with them, yani. And I think always, yani, if you treat people with respect and kindness, you always can have like great friends all over the world. Yani, and I'm one of those people, you know, I have friends from all over the world. Yani, they come to Dubai. You know, I invite them to my house, and so we become like family, more or less, yani. And definitely.
So again, you're coming back to the family background.
Yeah, of course.
But even with other leaders, you deal in a family
very much,
way.
Very much, yani.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
what about you, Maryam?
I think my two sisters have summarized all
what
the
you
gems,
wanted to
but
say.
I will just add simple things. With different leaders that I work with, first of all, I will have a clear vision. You know, the common talk when we work with different nationalities, oh, he's here to steal my job, oh, he's going to gossip behind my back. Oh, no. It's always from the beginning when you first put the stepping stone. We're here, the major thing is to accomplish the project. Right. We're not here to fall in love with each other. We're not here to create grudge and hatred. So with all my relationship in the world, even within myself, even within my own domestic house, I will always draw a clear vision. What's in it for me and what's in it for you? And let's be fair. As much as I want to get benefit from this job, you as well, a human being, and you have left your home and your family. So of course you're going to make the best thing out of the project that you work with nationals. So clear vision and respect. And as Aysha said, do not judge.
Do not judge.
And remember to respect the boundaries and respect the culture and where this person
is coming from. Excellent. That sums it up really well. Also in today's dynamic business field, we have things like long-term goals, we have innovations, we have sustainability, we have all these huge words which are thrown at us on a daily basis. How do you deal with that, Maryam? Innovation, long-term, sustainability.
Always update yourself so you will not be left out.
How?
Always surround yourself with people who are creative, who's not fear of change, and you have a mixture of, a balance of the old leadership style, the modern leadership, and this blend will maintain your identity as a UAE local, and at the same time you will be exposed to the world, and at the same time you will be going along with the creativity and the innovation and the sustainability ideas that the government is looking for.
Excellent. What about you, Aysha?
It's always, I think the most important thing is to have a clear vision of where you are going. And the long-term, I would say, plan that we had, it will start with the small steps. It's now and then. What is happening around us? And we need to be also able to have, and I will echo what Maryam have said, to have a support system around you. Because at a moment we will need sometimes to go and vent and just share the negative thought we have about our success or our plans. So that supportive system will 100% encourage you to continue the road wherever you want to achieve.
Very true. And what about you, Dr. Thoraya?
Wallahi, and I think interacting with people, and always as a human being, whether you are a man or you are a woman, you always must have ambition. Never stop, always dream big. And you always, this way you always try to accomplish more and more. And interacting with people, that's the best way you can know what is happening in the society. As a business person, you have to, you know.
Excellent. You led me to my next question, which is like, okay, you as Thoraya, you as Aysha, you as Maryam, me as Naznen, we all reach a point where we are like overwhelmed, we are frustrated, we can't take it anymore. What do you do to unwind?
Wallahi, for me, I always believe just keep calm and always think positive, no matter what, okay?
Is it
Don't
doable,
take-
Dr. Thoraya?
No, don't take things too serious, okay? And have faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yani, faith in
Ni'ma
God,
billah.
that's the most important thing. I lived 10 years in United States. I saw the people how they are there. You know, they left their belief and all that. And now everybody's going to psychiatrists, psychologists and all. Alhamdulillah, and I realized that when you have faith, alhamdulillah, you always are strong.
So you're trying
You
to tell
always
me
are
that you
positive.
link yourself to
Of
Allah,
course.
and that's...
يعني, whatever religion you are, you have to have a belief in God. Okay? Makes you strong, makes you always think positive, and you always try to do the best with what you have.
True. What
Thank
about you, Aysha? How do you unwind?
Okay.
She runs.
For me, to be honest, I will echo Dr. Thoraya saying that I go back, I pray most of the time when I'm having that momentum. But again, I will go back to the support system I have. I will just have a call with someone I really trust. I need a moment. And I take that out, share my thoughts, what is stopping me? What is annoying me? I don't take action on that moment. Even if it was a very critical situation, I will ask that person, can we discuss it later? Because the worst thing is to get a decision while you are unhappy. It will be something you might regret it.
True.
So that helped
How
me a
many
lot.
of you agree with this, with a show of hands? Excellent. Taking it calmly, going back and not taking a decision when you are upset?
Yes. Yeah, 100%.
Very true, very true. Completely agreed, Aysha. What about you, Maryam?
You just touched the wound. I worked with excellencies and a very VVIP government sectors. So I would always have a breakdown moment during my day. It's on a daily basis. And you sometimes might have seen me in my car crying, but because I'm a media influencer, so I always have to smile. But how to get over this? When I just realized how precious health is, when you're sad or you're breaking down, no one is going to be there next to you except your health, your mental
True.
health,
Very true.
your physical health. And this is a gift that's been given to you by Allah, which means this is something no one on earth in the whole universe could give it to you. It's
Nobody
even
can take it from you.
no one can take it and no one will be able, if it's a little bit scratch, to even heal you. So think about it.
So
Is
true.
it worth it? Is it really, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what happens in the world, is it worth it to destroy the most precious gem God has given you, which is the health in this body? A healthy body, a healthy mind, just because of life circumstances? So there I realized that I have to vent out, not only by complaining to my parents, my kind husband, or like to vent out at the people around me, because they're so precious to me. Because sometimes we might vent out and break and hurt the nearest people around us, and then we regret and we come and apologize. But sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, apology is not accepted in all occasions. Not everybody is so strong. Not everybody could accept your apology and would tolerate you at your lowest point. So there I realized 5 years ago that I have to run 4:30 in the morning. And then I started sleeping by 9:30 with my kids, wake up 4 o'clock and run 4:30 for 2 to 3 kilometers, where I take all the rubbish, I take all the nonsense that happens during the day, and I would go to my office, and it turns out that I'm the most wisest and calmest creature in the office, that even His Excellency would come to my office and sit for 10 minutes just to relax.
Wow, that's really great. Really, really great. I mean, yes. So it sums up to family support, being calm, and taking care of your mental and physical health. You all are leaders in your fields. If you were given a chance to do things differently, what would you do differently, Maryam?
Well, with all the circumstances that I have been given from God, I'm happy in all aspects of life. But I would do, I will spread more love. I will give out more love to the universe, so I would
Get
receive
more love.
and get more. And that's it. I believe being kind and sending love can solve any issue in the world.
Excellent. But love people.
Yeah.
Okay. Aisha, what's your feedback on that?
Okay. What I would did differently, to be honest, again, I'm really proud of all the experience that I had alongside every moment. But I would be having more confidence in whatever I want to do. Because as I said earlier, just believe in yourself and give yourself the chance it's needed whenever you want to do something, especially if you love to do that things. Because I have stopped myself a couple of times just because what others will think about me, what others will, would they be happy about it or not? So,
But that is now that you are wiser.
yes.
Previously, you would do things just to please people.
Exactly.
Yes, so that is something that you would do differently. That you
Stop
would not
pleasing
try.
others and start to encourage and give the confidence to yourself to do whatever you want, unless it is not harming yourself or others surrounding you.
How many of us here are still living in this circle of pleasing others? What will she, what will they think of me? How many of you think of that, are still living in that? Raise of hands. Okay. Time to stop. Only care about yourself. You are the most important person. Nobody else is. Yes, Dr. Thoraya. What is, if given a chance to do things differently, what is the one thing that you would like to change? Oh.
For me صراحة يعني I don't want يعني I am happy with what I did. I never cared about what people they say. I always say that يعني because I believe if you don't do things that makes Allah, I am a maybe I don't look very strict or anything like that, but my faith is strong. I believe as long as you are not doing something that Allah will be upset at you, then you have, forget about what the people they say, because they always talk. Whether you say, you do good, whether you do bad, they always talk.
That
This
is their
why-
job, and
yeah,
they keep
so-
doing it. I mean, whatever you do, they'll comment.
Yeah, exactly. For instance, I send all my children abroad to study. They tell me, okay, there are university, why you send them abroad to study? I said, you see, the thing is, it's not only the education. When the children, they go abroad, they learn how to be responsible, they learn how to manage their money, they learn
They
how
become
to...
independent.
Exactly.
Yes,
Very
very true.
independent and very responsible. But this is why a lot of people, they talk, okay, this. But I think, as long as you are happy with your own action and you are pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's it,
Excellent.
Thank you.
So we've spoken about...
Can I add one
yes,
more?
Yes, please.
And one more thing that I've tried as a recipe to make me happy. Always do the things that makes you happy and makes you settle by the end of the night when you go to your bed. Do what you love.
I'm so envious of you going to bed at 9:30. I mean, really. So we were talking about the past, if we could change things. How would you do things to have a better future with a futuristic vision? Aisha, take a go.
Nice. Future will always start by now.
True.
And one of the things just stick in my mind while you asking the question, having a very positive support system again. And this is something I have started this year. For example, as a life coach, I felt like we may miss sometimes as female coaches, trainers, anyone who's giving support to the community. Sometimes I felt we miss those community to go vent without judging us. Oh, you are a life coach, how you do this or do that. So we started to do, for example, trips for females only for one night. We just be ourselves. It did make a difference, and I started to receive very good feedback about it. So that's I really very strongly believe that having a support system take you over and beyond for whatever you need to achieve. It is not because I lack the confidence in myself, but sometimes you just need to hear that you are doing well. Continue what you do. That's it, simply.
Very true, very true. What about you, Dr. Thoraya? What would you want to do for a better future? I mean, how would you evolve your leadership style?
Alhamdulillah, I am happy with what I am. I don't think I'm going to change anything, because I believe whatever is written for you, that happens.
So Dr. Thoraya is content with her past, content
I
with
am
her
content
present,
with my
and
past.
content with her future.
I
MashaAllah.
always- if
A
I wanna
big
do-
hand of applause for her, really.
Alhamdulillah. And I believe you always should have a strong faith, and that will put you through everything. You can do everything, mashallah,
What about you, Maryam?
You always like to end with me, right?
Because you're closer to me, so we can end and start as we please.
For me, I would follow the advice of Sun Tzu, who wrote the book The War. If you want to succeed in life, focus on yourself. Focus on this body that has been given to you. Focus on this soul. No matter of what tornadoes and what issues are going all around you, and it's a recipe that I've tried. I told you that I work with very, very high hierarchy in the country, which means I have to have a very stable mind, stable emotions. I would have been called by 4 o'clock in the morning to work on something. I would get on a plane by 5 o'clock without telling my family. So it was a full chaos. And I had to deal with all of this by just focusing on myself, focusing on what Maryam wants, what makes Maryam happy, what makes her healthy, what makes her go forward, and what makes her go back or makes me sad, that I would avoid it. So I treat myself as my twin friend. And I'm not saying I'm crazy, but I do talk to her at night and in the morning. And I would ask her, Maryam, what do you want to do today? Do you want to go play squash?
What does she reply to you usually?
Oh,
She's naughty?
She's very naughty.
Okay.
She just wants to play, and we can stay like at the gym for 3-4 hours continuous. We
Wow.
enjoy.
That's good.
So just, ladies and gentlemen, just
No, we are
focus
not,
on yourself.
We don't think you're crazy, Maryam. Not at all. No,
Thank
not
you,
at
thank
all.
you.
We're not judging, right? We're not judging. Are we judging, ladies and gentlemen? No, we're not. Thank you so much, ladies, for your input. I really appreciate whatever you have brought, and I'm sure every one of you present here has benefited or is able to relate with whatever was said here. Yes?
Can I add one
I
thing?
can't hear you. Yes?
Can I add
Mariam
one
wants to add something.
Is that
Can we
okay?
let her add? Yes?
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, gentlemen. Just one more story to represent when focusing on yourself, no one can get through your surrounding. We're a big team in media, and you know, in media, it's like too competitive. Like everybody wants to come with a great story, with a great video, with a great design to please the top management. And I used to work with colleagues who were younger than me, like 10 years, and who's older than me, 20 years. So there is like an age gap. And because of my emotional intelligence and social that I got from my dad is like a strategic manager at ADCO, petroleum company. So I used to hear his stories since I was young. And in the office itself, I had 3-4 colleagues who wanted to get me out of the office to shift me to another department. And because, you know, I follow my dad's step, he always say, like, think with a positive intention, which we say niya. So, like, I will never say, like, you're bad, you're trying to kick me out, that's what you mean, or gossip. That's not in our equation or terms at home. We never do that. So I was working with my niya, with my good intention, and I would always take care of my team, feed them, order food for them, go for their families. I mean, do the things that any kind human being would do. And I kept doing this, and then I had an incident with 2 colleagues. One was trying to kick me out, and she used to go to the top management and tell them that I don't work. I usually work on my own business during the office time. And as I told you, focus on yourself. I kept focusing on the project that I have to accomplish. So whenever the manager would call me to his office in order to yell, or, you know, to tell me that I'm doing bad, or to threaten me, he would say, where's project blah, blah, blah? And I say, here it is. Where is project? No, no, no. Here it is. And he will be shocked. And this is how my actions spoke louder than my words.
Others' words, yeah.
By focusing on myself.
Excellent.
And the final thing, another colleague who kept telling me, no one can be as kind and loving like you, so we know that you're a good actress, because I'm a media influencer. And I didn't...
He meant it negatively? Actress?
No, like, I'm so kind in the office. You know, even if you're bad to me, I would treat you with my own manners.
Okay.
I wouldn't treat you bad. I'll give you your space to
be yourself.
To be who you are.
Yes.
And then she kept saying that I'm an actress, and I laughed. And one day she was in a very, very bad condition where she needed a help, and no one in the office helped her. She needed a drive from Abu Dhabi to Dubai. And I had a mission there. And she called me and she said, would you mind if I join you? She expected me to take revenge and say no. And I said, you're most welcome. So I got her in the car. I stopped by a station to feed her lunch. And then I stopped after like 10 kilometers to give her a coffee. And then I dropped her at the destination that she wanted. I made sure she's happy. And the next morning she came crying and she said, I'm very sorry. 3 years I thought you're just acting that you're so kind, but it turns out that you are really a gem.
Wow,
so I just wanted to
that's
share
right.
this with you.
Actions speak louder than words. Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you for all your valuable input.
Thank you very much, our moderator and speakers. Such an invigorating session. Thank you so much. I want you to please come forward for, I would request Nosheen to please hand over the felicitation and to have a group photograph.